Well, I was not expecting this when I set off this morning. It's like a winter wonderland.
Good morning and welcome to another video. So this morning I've come up to Derbyshire and with very good reason. So I've come up because I've wanted to make a video for ages at this particular location, and it's a place I used to come to when I was a kid actually with my grandparents, and I love it here. It's such a beautiful location. The last time I was here I think I saw 5 dippers within a couple of hours, and you can get quite close sometimes. I mean, I'm setting this up for a fail now really, aren't I? But yeah, I've wanted to come here for a while and make a video. Haven't had the chance to do it. And then I was talking to a friend of mine who I'm actually going to be meeting up with later on this morning. And we decided to come today and shoot. Now the weather is absolutely perfect for dippers today. And what I mean by that is it's wet. It is so wet. It's just non-stop rain, and usually I'd have thought twice about it, but actually I thought it might be quite a cool idea to make a video talking to you guys about like photographing wildlife in the rain. And whilst it can be pretty miserable getting soaking wet, lying on the riverbank waiting for some wildlife to turn up, you can also be rewarded with some pretty cool images when you're photographing in the rain. So I thought, hey, that's a reason to make a video too. So I'm at this amazing location. I'm going to be joined by a friend shortly, which would be really nice to shoot with somebody else. And it's raining, and I can show you guys kind of how I photograph in the rain. If we do find dippers, the images that I've got in mind today, I'd quite like to try a shot of a dipper perched on a rock, or maybe even like a log. The water level's quite high today, so we'll have to see how many boulders are actually going to be exposed. They might just be sticking to the banks. So yeah, a shot of a dipper perched on a boulder or like a log, with a slower shutter speed so we can blur out some of that water. But what we also need for that is a dipper to be still enough for long enough so that we're not getting a blurry picture of a dipper with some moving water, because that would just be a bit rubbish. And the other image that I'd like to try and get is an image that's actually showing the rain. So again, I'll probably go for something with a slightly slower shutter speed so that we can really bring out that rain in the image. And I'd like to try and shoot that against like a dark background, so then the rain stands out a little bit more. So they're the 2 images that I've kind of got in mind from today's session. But you know what, I'm actually just really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to catching up with a friend, hopefully seeing some dippers and just seeing what happens. So yeah, I'm going to stop talking, wait for Sophie to turn up, and then we'll go out and find some dippers. Oh, that's so frustrating. So we just walked down to a spot, I don't know, maybe like 400 meters behind me, and this dipper, we saw a dipper straight away, and it was perched perfectly on these boulders, I think. And I was like, oh, this is perfect for the shot that I discussed before in the van with the slower shutter speed, because there was quite a lot of white water just lapping over the rock. And I was like, right, I'm going to set up for that shot. Forgot my tripod, so I'm having to go back to the van to go pick it up, and I'm just hoping, Sophie stayed up there, I'm just hoping that the dipper's going to come back to that exact same rock, because it just looked perfect. But amazing that we've already found one, so bodes pretty well for the session. I don't know if you can see me at all. My lens cloth is soaking wet. Sophie's lens cloth is soaking wet, and we've only been here about half an hour, so if there's like rain all over the lens, which I think there is, then sorry about that. But yeah, having a really cool time. It's it's snowing quite heavily now, so and it's like landing on the, well, like settling on the hills in the background. So from like a landscape perspective, it just looks incredible. Well, there's also plenty of dippers about, which is, you know, a bonus, as that's what we're here for. So we're able to get some footage of those. At the moment, Sophie's just on the edge of the water, photographing a dipper that's just on the other side of the bank, and that looks really, really cool. It's so tempting to kind of forget about those images that I talked about and just go back to trying to shoot some portraits, getting down nice and low. But I really, really want to stick it out and try and get, you know, that shot that I mentioned before. So I'm going to have to stop talking, because in a minute there's going to be so much rain on this lens you won't be able to see me at all. But yeah, really, really good that we found the dippers. Really, really nice that, you know, you're able to be out in the snow, but still no images. So
well, I was not expecting this when I set off this morning. It's like a winter wonderland. It's snowing so heavily. It's well, it's beautiful. It really is absolutely stunning. I'd never really considered photographing dippers before in the snow. I hadn't really thought to, like, there's certain subjects like brown hares and foxes where I'm like, oh, like red deer, where, you know, it's quite possible that you'd get photos of them in the snow, but I never considered it with dippers. So this is just amazing. So this morning I was talking about photographing dippers in the rain with a dark background showing the rain streaks. That shot's gone. That's completely out the window now because the snow's actually sticking. So we've got really white backgrounds and you've got this lovely dark bird. So yeah, this is just awesome. This is so cool. I'm going to get back to shooting. There's a dipper right in front of me on the bank, so yeah, I'm really hoping I can try and get something a little bit different today. But if not, it is just stunning. I'm going to show you this view behind me because the hills are absolutely caked in snow. It's like a scene from Narnia or something. It's really cool. What a day. What a Monday. Oh, so this is amazing. So a bit cold, but amazing. So I've got this dipper that's on the other side of the river to me at the moment, and it keeps going between there, and a minute ago it flew to this side of the river and landed 30 meters in front of me, if that. So I got really excited, grabbed the camera and lens off the tripod and lay down and got low. Don't know if you can hear it. And it just started coming towards me, so I managed to get some images of that, which was really nice. Sadly, the snowfall had stopped by then, so I couldn't get any images of any like falling snow or anything, but yeah, still just so nice to have dippers again this close to the camera. It is cold. I am half in the water because it's like the perfect position for getting low. But yeah, awesome. It's actually right now, it looks like it's just got like a little fish or something, so it's trying to kind of, it's like whacking that against this branch. Let me get some footage of that for you. Right, let me show you, I'll show you this on the back of the camera. So, let's have a look, turn you around. So, here it is. So that's a full image. Focus, there you go, but like zoomed in. Like, that's how close it was. So yeah, pretty amazing. I do love this location, and I was saying before that it's a really busy spot. A few of you may even recognise it. It's up here in the Derbyshire Dales, but I haven't seen anybody else. There's a dog walker first thing, obviously Sophie, and now it's just me, and I haven't seen anybody for ages. Oh, so good. I'm going to try and stick it out for as long as I can. I am quite cold, so sorry if the camera's shaky. But yeah, perfect way to spend a Monday morning. Well guys, I'm gonna head home. It's time for me to call it a day, I think. It's I don't really want to leave. It pains me to do so because the conditions are just brilliant, but I've got to get back down to Devon, and I'd quite like to do that before it gets dark. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to the van and get on the road. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I've absolutely loved making this one. It's been quite challenging, like keeping the rain and the snow off of the lens. But it's been so nice to be back out with the camera, especially, you know, photographing, which we all know is one of my favourite subjects, the dipper. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please consider hitting the like button. It really does help with growing the channel. And if you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. It doesn't cost anything, it takes a couple of seconds. You just press a button, and again, that really helps with growing the channel. But for everyone who has subscribed already, I really appreciate your support. I saw a weird stat the other week that said something like, and I don't know how true these things are, but it said something like 65–70% of the people, it was something like that. It was quite a high number of the people that watch these videos aren't actually subscribed to the channel. So if you wouldn't mind subscribing, if you're watching this now and you're not, I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all on the next one.